Who doesn't love a good discount? Or, even better, a great deal from the get-go? Hear me out. Pixel's Foldable is gonna check that box from the launch. Yep, Google is finally going to give us the cheapest foldable possible. Sure, it seems crazy that a company's first-generation phone could be cheaper than the competition, a flagship that's less than Samsung's latest foldable, but rumor is Google is gonna give us just that. Of course, this implies a crazy production effort and some interesting tactics, but Google's been on this path of late, offering great phones at affordable prices. So, why not keep their customers close with a similar price tactic? That's gonna be Pixel Notepad in a nutshell. The cheapest foldable ever. What's with the Notepad reference? Well, Google's going back and forth with naming. Pixel Fold was the obvious brand name, but nah, they cancelled it. And guys, if they came up with Notepad instead, I can't help but feel this phone won't show up empty-handed. I think a built-in stylus is in the cards. That's basically asking for a face-off with Samsung's S Pen phones. And hey, some competition wouldn't hurt Samsung. Show improvements can be done cheaper and faster. And yet, Pixel Notepad won't copy Z Fold 3 as we all assumed. Nope. If they are going to be showing their appreciation for the foldable design, it's going to be Oppo's. Word is, Pixel Notepad is going to be equally compact and ready for landscape viewing. The unusual aspect ratio of Oppo Find N will be found in Notepad's design lines too. So, we're looking at a 7 inches inner display with a 120 Hz refresh rate and a 5.5 inches outer display. Don't know about you, but that's fine by me. The whole foldable concept is to give us more screen real estate in a compact form. The portability is basically in the name. And if Oppo found the best way so far to do it, it would be silly for other phone makers not to take notes. And Notepad, forgive the pan, is taking notes. Otherwise, expect to see the same design language as Pixel 6. No groundbreaking changes here. Same thin, almost invisible bezels with a dual-tone colored back and the camera framing black band. How about the screen quality? Is it going to be crease-free and durable? Or what about the camera? Can we expect the same performance like the Pixel 6? I've got good and bad news. Good news is, though Google has no intention to copy the Z Fold series, they are going to work with Samsung. I mean, it's likely Notepad is going to debut with their screen tech and 5G modem, if you ask me. Samsung is still one of the best display manufacturers out there, and though competitors in the phone sector, most rivals know to differentiate between the two. Google is likely to do the same. Bad news is, camera. I know, it's probably the first time you hear me saying something bad about Google's phone cameras. And that's because they've been hitting it out of the park with those. Unfortunately, Pixel Notepad will disappoint here. It's not going to take crappy pics or videos, come on, give Google some credit. But it will likely keep the latest hardware used for the Pixel 6 line and just use the combo from the Pixel 5. That's a 12 megapixel main camera with a 16 megapixel ultra wide. Kinda shabby from the Pixel 6 upgrade of 50 megapixel main, but can't say that I'm surprised. It's pretty common to divide your strengths. Launch Notepad with a brand new form but lesser camera, and the Pixel flagship line with a conventional design but kick-ass internals. Okay, that's not to say the Foldable's hardware will suck. Far from it. Just check out the processor and memory. Tensor is a given, and with it, a departure from Snapdragon to a custom chip that addresses the phone's particular needs. If you haven't had the chance to play with the Tensor phone, in short, Google's processor takes all AI features from image understanding to voice commands to the next level. Plus, it offers an extra layer of security, which is always a comfort, folks. All the enhancements Pixel 6 received from Tensor, all that is coming to the Foldable too. Memory is going to top at 12 gigabytes of RAM, a blessing, really, with battery going up to 4,500 milliamp hours, if you ask me. Like I said, you're going to be pretty happy with the build of the Notepad. Oh, and before I forget, expect a better UX too. This phone is going to take advantage of Google's Android 12L, the version for tablets, foldables, and Chrome OS machines. So, the only thing you're probably left wondering is launch date and price, of course. Now that Google's postponed it once, I believe they're not going to delay it until 2022 fall. Fingers crossed that they will launch it with Pixel Watch much sooner, like late spring. Look for rumors about Pixel Notepad and its codename Pipit. Not Pippin, guys, Pipit, to stay updated. Or, even better, come back to my channel because I'll definitely talk about it again before launch. As for price, that's the best part. Pixel Notepad won't just sell for less than $2,000, the OG price of Z Fold, but less than $1,800. And that's what everyone's talking about and something I had a hunch about months ago. So, around $1,500, $1,700? Oh yes, guys, finally a foldable, affordable. Thanks for hanging with me.